Now I'm here in Spain, in the Sierra Nevada mountains, far above Granada, in the little town of Figueroa. And I've come here to visit guitar maker Andy Marvi, whose shop is right down this little street here. Hola, Andy.
Hi.
¿Qué tal?
How are you doing?
Good, good. It's good to see you. Hello, Andy. Thanks for inviting us into your workshop.
You're welcome.
It's beautiful here. Beautiful, beautiful part of Spain. And the workshop is fantastic. And we were talking on our drive up here from Granada about your concept about the sound and the relationship of the vibrations that are produced in the back of the guitar and from the soundboard of the guitar, and also from the neck of the guitar. And I thought it was quite interesting how you were trying to blend those three components, and maybe you could share a little bit about that.
Okay. Well, first I want to tell is the sound of my guitar was a development over the time. I started at the beginning, the sound was completely different, of course. And then I mixed parts from other guitar makers, own ideas. And finally I had my sound, because the mix of the parts from the guitars is my own mix. You know. So, for example, I used the continuous neck. I can show. Because in my opinion, the soundboard and the neck, the
vibrations.
The vibrations is a circle, like a circle, you know. Because you have the nut here, the strings coming, or the vibrations are kept here on this part and on the top also. You know, so this must work very well, in my opinion. And I also use a little bit more angle, not too much. Other guitar makers, they have a stronger angle from the neck and strings to the top, but a little bit to pull out also the top from the...
To put more tension on the top, Andy? Is that what you're saying?
Not the tension, but by the tension of the strings, the top goes out, you know, a little bit. It's not only the pressure inside the guitar by the from the bridge, you know, in this working like this, because the strings are pulling also a little bit out string, so they can. Well, the idea is that the top can vibrate easily. It's not only forced like this, you know. So it can vibrate easily. This is my idea.
And do you...
But not too much, because on the harp this would be too much, you know.
Okay.
So, well, this is maybe I could make a little bit more, but at the moment it's quite good. Not too much and not too less.
And do you control that angle by the angle of the neck, so that...
Yeah, I can control it very easily, because I have enough thickness of the wood, and I can plane it here.
I see.
You know, and also it's easier to to put the fingerboard later.
Okay.
I can put the fingerboard directly like this. I prepare the neck and put the fingerboard like this. That's all. You know, so I have a good connection, good glue connection. You say that, and it makes easier to work instead of to adapt the fingerboard on the top. So, you know, yeah.
And I noticed that a lot of older guitars, Andy, the soundboard sometimes tends to crack along the sides of the fingerboard.
Yeah.
And you were mentioning to me that you vary the way that you cut the neck in some way that helps prevent that.
Yeah, this is why the effect of a scissor. It's like a scissor if you have the part of the neck and on the same position the fingerboard. If you can see
If they're flush, yeah.
On the same
same plane.
So it's like a scissor, so it can crack here. But if you cut the edge a little bit and the upper part is going like this, so it's not on the same position, then it cannot crack. It doesn't crack.
Very good.
Yeah.
And so the neck continues all the way to the sound hole, and that's for the purpose of transmitting sound down the neck and into the upper bout of the guitar, into the soundboard. Is that right?
Yes, of course. You have more mass, and if you play, for example, on this part here, you have the same wood, or like here, you know, the wood continues, and it's more equal the sound.
Do you get more sustain down there because of that?
More sustain also because of the mass. This comes. It's easily to explain. With the electric guitar, for example, they have a truss rod inside, and sometimes they put a different nut, you know, more mass, heavier, and this gives more sustain because there's no suspension of the vibration. You say suspension?
Yes.
And that's the reason why I put also here ebony reinforcement, or also for the sustain. There's more heavier, more weight and more mass. And tighter, the tighter wood, the velocity of the vibrations are faster here. So in a tighter wood.
Interesting. And so you were explaining to me that you like to focus on the sound being produced really by the soundboard and the neck working synergistically together, but you don't want the back involved in that process, and you were explaining to me that you were doubling the sides and stiffening the back in some way. Maybe you could show us a little bit about what you're doing there.
Yes, I like to have a tough box and easily vibrating top, you know, because I don't like the influence too much to or what do you say, feedback.
You don't want the
I don't want the feedback from the
back,
you know?
competing with the top.
Exactly, competing with the top.
Okay.
So I like that the top is vibrating free, and the rest is only keeping the top, you know, but without influences too much. You know?
And how do you accomplish that, Andy?
Pardon?
How do you accomplish that with your back? How do you remove the back?
I have the back. I put 4 bars, for example. One here. I take 4 bars. Very strong, and also the thickness of the back is about 3 millimeters or more, 3.2.
Okay.
And this gives, together with the sides, also double sides I make, or thick sides, more than 3 millimeters, to give a strong box, you know, or body, and easily vibrating top. That's the idea.
That's great.
At the beginning I made only here 3 and it doesn't work, so I put 4. That's the experience or the developing over the time, and that's why the sound is, it's my sound, because I I told you before, now you have to do what you feel. You can make a lot of things or make copies, but the guitar never sounds the same. It depends what you are feeling, and if you feel good to put some parts or some ideas or own ideas of different guitar makers, and you feel good, and then you create your own sound. You know, that's, and finally the result is Marvi guitar. Yeah.
Thanks so much, Andy. That's fantastic. Thanks for sharing all that with us.